What is happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the vlog. Today what we are doing, what are we doing? Completely forgot what I was doing. Sometimes when you're pumping out like so many videos, you don't even remember the ideas that you have in your head that you have to get done. I'm making a video and I have all these other videos that I want to make and I just can't prioritize them right now, so I'm like trying to, oh yeah, okay, I remember BeamerLink. I'm talking about BeamerLink today. Have you guys heard of BeamerLink? So it's an application on your phone, and just like Beamer Code, you can connect your phone to your car with that Bluetooth adapter, that V-Gate iCar Pro that I always talk about that is just crucial. And you can use this application called BeamerLink to actually read codes, clear codes, open and close your exhaust valve, and you can also turn off the active sound design. So since you guys have been so receptive to all of the Beamer Code videos I'm doing, I figured I would learn BeamerLink and start doing some videos on that. So I'll be entirely honest with you, I actually just downloaded the app today. It was like $26 in the App Store. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring you guys along for the ride while I just kind of figure it out myself. As far as I know, my car does have an exhaust valve, F30, 2013, 328. It has an exhaust valve, so you can open and close that. I could just leave it open if I wanted all the time. So it's kind of cool because you could be in sport mode and then just close that exhaust valve, like if you see a cop or something, or you can be in comfort mode and still mob down the streets while opening the exhaust valve and be super loud. I also love the fact that I can now clear and read codes. You could clear codes with Beamer Code, but you couldn't read the codes. So that's huge. I mean, if you have something going on with your car and you need to figure out what it is, BeamerLink is definitely the way to go. So I'm not gonna just sit here and talk about the app. We're gonna actually go out to the car, I'm gonna load it up and do that screen capture thing that I do with all my Beamer Code videos. But first, if you guys remember a few videos back, I spilled coffee all over my multimedia knob. The knob in the middle that allows you to shift through all the options in your head unit, I spilled coffee all over it. I actually ended up removing it and cleaning it all out, and it was working for a while, but it's been acting kind of weird lately, so I just ordered a new one. I found one on eBay for like 45 bucks and I just ordered it, so we're just gonna slap that in real quick and then we will move on to the BeamerLink stuff. Let's do it. All right, you guys, so we're in the garage and we're gonna grab a trim tool. You can ignore all of this stuff. That would be my new bumper. If you guys don't have a trim tool set, you definitely need to get one. I will put a link down below where you can grab your own. These are crucial for any time you are working on your car or pulling off plastic pieces. So here is my old one that has just been acting really weird lately, and I'm pretty sure that's why, because I spilled coffee in it. So it's literally just an exact replacement of the other one. It's used, it's not perfect, but it's in great condition. Probably better than mine. And so we're just gonna rip this out, throw this one in, and we should be good. All right, so this piece just pops out like that. And so this is our faulty one. And then this one should be good. So we'll see. All right, you guys, check it out. We are good. We're good so far. So we'll see how this works out. See if I have any issues down the road, but I think we'll be all right. Pretty straightforward. So I'm pretty excited to be able to use this BeamerLink program. From what I understand, it does some pretty cool stuff, and anytime that you're working on your car, you just never know what's gonna happen, and these cars can throw codes, and it's good to be able to just handle it myself, be able to look up that code and address the issue right then and there without having to go to the BMW dealership and have them charge me up the you-know-what just to look up codes. I love being able to have all of that controllability right here. I can just do it at home by myself. But I also think it's really cool that I can turn off the active sound design, and I can also open and close my exhaust flaps. Like right now, my exhaust isn't the loudest, but I think it's really cool to be able to have that controllability. Down the road, when I do go into a catless downpipe and maybe even a mid pipe, this exhaust is probably gonna be pretty loud. So I'm sure at times I'm going to want to be able to have the control over it to close that exhaust valve, maybe if I see a cop or something. You just never know, so it's cool to be able to have that controllability over my exhaust. I also love that it's right here on my phone and I can just control it so effortlessly. I think that's an awesome feature feature that BeamerCode and BeamerLink have. So like I said before, guys, I haven't even used this application, so you're literally going to be jumping into it with me for the first time. So a good way to get caught up to speed on this, you guys, for the connection is to look at my video where I talk about BeamerCode and like all of the introduction to that. This is the same process. We're gonna use that iCar V-Gate Pro. I'm gonna put a link down in the description for where you guys can grab yours. So this is what the iCar V-Gate Pro looks like, and it's just a Bluetooth adapter that allows us to use our phone and connect to the car via OBD2 port. And then once you guys do that, you're gonna wanna head to the App Store and download the app BeamerLink. All right, guys, so just like I said before, I haven't used this app yet. We're gonna jump into it together and kind of figure it out as we go along. But we're gonna take this OBD2 adapter and we're gonna plug it into that OBD2 port. If you're unsure about where that is, it's in the footwell right above your left foot. You'll see a little plug there. That's where this goes in. All right, so we've got the adapter in. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my screen capture so you guys can watch this with me. It's gonna pop up right here, and we'll go ahead and open BeamerLink. So it says right away, connect. Okay, that's what I wanna do. So I don't have any codes to clear, but we're gonna kind of run through this menu and see what they have. The first one says sensor values, and I'm already geeking out. Interesting. So there's all of these different sensor values that you can add to your main page. Wow. And there's a lot of them. This is actually really cool. You can completely nerd out on your car. So if you go into sensor values and you go to edit and then you go to add on the top left, there are all of these different features that you can look at with your car, like boost pressure set point. Like let's just say we wanted that one in there. And then we can go to like, there are actually hundreds. So I'm not gonna go through all of these. It's gonna take forever, but let's just do battery voltage from IBS, whatever that means. Half of this stuff you just have to look up because I don't even know what it is. Let's go to engine speed, high resolution. I don't know what that is either. But after you add all of the values that you want, they pop up right here on your main page, and you can just have them in your dashboard. Like say that you were worried about like your battery or something, about like the voltage in the battery. You could look it up and be like, okay, is this battery good? You could find out in here, and you could keep an eye on it consistently just in case you wanted to make sure it wasn't going bad. This is a really interesting app. So I'm gonna go into dashboard now. I don't really know what this one does either. I'm hitting add. Okay, so it looks like these are more values. These are all sorts of different values. I mean, I'm actually blown away. There's so much stuff that you can do in here. Fuel tank, intake air temperature, all sorts of stuff. Oil temp, pressure. So as I have this app more, I'm obviously gonna dive deeper and deeper into it and find like what the really cool functions are to display on the dashboard. Right now, I'm just kind of like going through it and just showing you guys how it works and doing like a brief overview because I honestly don't know myself. I'm just learning it right now. All right, so if we hop back to the main page, the things that I really wanna look at, exhaust flap, obviously. Right now it's in auto mode. I can either open it or close it. So I'm gonna open it. I'm not in sport mode, so technically the exhaust flap I don't believe should be open. Wow, you can totally hear it. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool that you can control how the exhaust flap works. That's awesome. I'm gonna leave it on automatic right now. I don't need to be messing with it too much. All right, active sound design. Now, this is something, yeah, so I don't have active sound design in my car, but if I had like an M2 or an M3 or an M4, I believe those all have active sound design. So basically what active sound design is it's BMW taking engine noise and filtering it into the driver's cockpit, which is like kind of corny. And I know that like BMW gets a ton of heat for doing this. So I'm sure there's people who are like, I don't want this in my car. Like I want to hear the actual car. I also don't want like drone and like engine noise in the cockpit. I'm sure that a lot of people have gotten their cars and they've coded it off because they're like, I don't want this. Like I don't want this in the car. But then there's other people who are like really aggressive and actually really want a loud sounding car. They can turn it on. So that's kind of a cool function. If you have active sound design, to be able to control that, it's pretty cool. All right, so this next one is really interesting to me. If you go into error memory, this is really interesting because it tells you every error or code that your car has ever thrown. The reason that I think that that's so interesting is you never know the history of a vehicle. And if you're gonna go like buy a new BMW, to be able to have this app and just plug it in and find out for yourself, you're like really exposing the car at that point. And so you can kind of see, like, if someone says like, oh, this car has never thrown errors, you can look it up in your app and be like, no, we got like 3 motor errors here. And then you can look them up and it actually gives you the exact errors. I think that's really interesting. So as you can see, I have a ton of old errors here that my car has thrown. Nothing that's too crucial. Again, as it says, climate stuff. And these, who knows when these are from? I don't know if they give you dates. No, they don't. But you can clear the errors. You can go in there and clear them. So I can actually I can get an error report. Wow. So you can get an error report and email it to yourself. I'm gonna actually email myself this error report. I'm gonna go ahead and send it to thickf30@gmail.com. Dude, that is crazy. This is so cool. You can look at all of these errors that your car has ever thrown. You can send the reports to yourself. You can find out when they happen, why they happen, and what they are. And then you can clear them if they're still persisting. Info memory, I'm not quite sure what that is. We're gonna find out. All right, so it looks like info memory is very similar to the error setup. It kind of tells me where the errors have happened, exactly what they were. Interesting. Interesting. So I don't really know much about that stuff. Permanent errors, I would assume that permanent errors are anything that are persisting, that are continually happening, that are happening right now. I don't have any errors that are throwing on my car, so obviously this shouldn't bring up anything. If it does, my car's broken, probably. All right, so no errors, so we're good. But that's interesting. So DPF, I don't have that. I'm not sure what that is. I'll have to look that up. Battery, that's cool. I'm at a 79% state of charge. And then you can register your battery replacement in here too. That's also a big thing. This app came through. For 26 bucks, dude, this app is super powerful. So if you hop in the settings, it looks like you can do an extended diagnosis. You can do an automatic connection for when your V-Gate is plugged in and the app is brought up. You can change the color scheme. Let's see what the other color schemes are. Amber. Oh, it just changes the buttons. I like blue better. And then you can contact support. You can rate the app. You can check out their Facebook. And obviously they do different versions. They do updates. This is a really cool app, you guys. It may not be as cool as like Beamer Code because you can't code in like new codes, but I really do think it actually is of significant value. If your car is throwing codes, you want to know what those are and you want to be able to clear them. This allows you to do that. And I've had a lot of questions on my Beamer Code videos. People are like, can you clear codes? Can you read codes? And the fact is, no, you can't. You can't do that with Beamer Code. You can clear codes if you're like coding something else, it'll automatically clear other stuff, but that's not really what it's made for. I don't know that I'll be using it all the time, but it's definitely one of those apps that you're happy to have in your back pocket in case you need it. All right, you guys, so that's it for the video today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. If you guys want to check out BeamerLink, hit it up in the App Store, and then just grab that iCar V-Gate Pro Bluetooth adapter. I'm putting the link down in the description. Hit that, it'll take you right to Amazon, and you can grab yours. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Please do subscribe, like the video, comment down below, and hit that bell notification, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.